Welcome to GRE Vocabulary Wednesday. I am Chris with Magoosh, and today we have hard words. Once in a while I like to pick just challenging words that might show up on the GRE. These aren't the most important words you have to learn. And so if you're just starting off, you might even want to kind of like just pass over these words. But if you have been doing this for a while and you already have a pretty robust GRE vocabulary, then pay attention. First off, we have dastardly. Sounds negative. You might even have heard of the collocation or the pairing of the word dastardly with deeds. Dastardly deeds. What are they exactly? Well, one who is dastardly is extremely cowardly to this really pathetic and hateful and abominable degree. So, if you're watching the movie and the good guy says, "Okay, bad guy, I forgive you for all you've done. I'm now going to grab your hand and pull you off from the ledge where you're dangling." And as the good guy does that, what does the dastardly bad guy does? He takes his sword and says, "Ha ha ha, now I have you." And he stabs the good guy, and the good guy falls down. Turns out he's alive, and there's a sequel, blah, blah, blah. But the meaning of dastardly, again, is just really despicably cowardly. Next word we have is asperity. Now, you may think, it sounds like aspersions. And you're right if you thought that. Aspersions are insults. We often hear the phrase to cast aspersions at. So to cast insults or slander at. So someone who is marked by asperity in general has this bitter, mean temperament. They're always kind of insulting and cursing people. So maybe you can think of some political candidates right now. Things are coming down to the wire in South Carolina, wherever they are right now, not sure, but the candidates are going after each other and they're kind of marked by their asperity, their nastiness at the way they try to take apart the other guy. So next time you look at one of those debates, think, hey, asperity. And maybe even Stentorian, depending on the candidate. Stentorian describes a voice. So if I have a very loud, thunderous, and commanding voice like Zeus, god of Olympus. I don't actually, that was pretty terrible. But if I did, it would be Stentorian, deep and resonant sounding. Again, don't have a Stentorian voice. And finally, I've misspelled the word forward. No, actually I haven't. It is Froward. So when I write a new book, I will make sure to include a froward. No, not that kind of word. Again, froward has the R in the beginning, and it means to be really difficult to deal with. Just to kind of be contrarian, as they say. So if someone is being froward, they're going out of their way to make life difficult for you. They're disagreeing with everything you're saying, and wow, life is difficult. Once again, going back to political debates, seems like everyone is being froward. As soon as someone says something nice, they will twist it around and make it disagreeable. And again, hopefully you won't see this on the GRE, but if you do, remember it's not forward. Don't get it backwards. It's forward. And I will see you next week.